Hey everyone, thanks for hanging tight here on Go Local Live from the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. I'm here with Tom Wright with Friskie Fries. Tom, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Well, thank you so much for joining us. All of this looks and smells amazing. PVD food truck event season is here, and we're kicking things off by speaking with you about all the fun goodies that you have for us and talking about all the fun events coming up for the food truck season in the community. So, first, before we talk about anything, why don't you tell us what you brought? That way we can just address it. Because this looks awesome.
Well, at Friskie Fries, we do dressed fries. Obviously, right here is our roadkill, which is New York system bites that we get locally at Little Roadie. So with meat sauce, onions, celery salt. It's like a hot wiener on fries.
Oh my goodness.
And then this one is our Miss Potato Head. It's cheese, bacon, sour cream, and chives. Who doesn't love cheese, bacon, sour cream, and chives? Like a loaded baked potato on fries.
Oh my goodness.
And then for the dessert lovers, we have our s'more fry. It's melted chocolate, graham cracker crumbs, marshmallows, and chocolate, and it's delicious. So this is just a sampling of our 11 dressed fries. We have 2 additional fries that you can't find on our trucks at our store, which is our Philly cheesesteak, which is our cattle call, and our chicken parm fry, which is our foul play. So yes, it's a lot of fun in a box.
Okay, so we just need to go back to this one because I'm about to just dump this on my head. It looks so good.
It is good. It's great.
I mean, when you're working through your recipes, how do you find what works, what doesn't work? Is it almost like you just dump a bunch of stuff in a box and then people are happy?
Well, how we came up with this concept, my friend Randy D'Antuano and I were in Amsterdam, and we were just out at a bar, if you will, and we kind of just sitting around and having fun, and we just kind of came up with this crazy concept, and we actually wrote it on a bar napkin, and when we came home, we kind of just...
You still have the napkin?
We still have the napkin, and we
Good.
started coming up with our recipes and what would be good on fries, and yeah, it's been great, and the reception has been so overwhelmingly awesome. We call our customers our Friskettes.
Ooh,
So
I like that.
our fans, our customers, our fans are our Friskettes. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So it's been good. And you were telling me before that you've been with the food truck for about 3 years, right?
This is our 3rd season.
Third
We started
season.
with 1 truck, and then last summer we rolled out our 2nd truck. In November, when we took the trucks off the road for the winter, we opened up our brick and mortar in Johnston. And we have some exciting news. In about a month, we're opening up our 2nd location, brick and mortar, downtown on Washington Street, right next to Blake's Tavern.
Awesome.
So that's pretty exciting news.
Awesome.
And we're looking so forward to being downtown because that's how we started late night on Washington Street. So it'll kind of let us stay open later, and yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Well, congratulations. We love hearing the news on
Thank
Go
you.
Local Live. We love having that kind of stuff. And so you said you have several different kinds of fries available for people. Tell me just a little bit about, going back to the food trucks and having 2, that's a lot. Tell me just a little bit about your experiences in the food truck community, what it's like.
Well, we kind of started right when we actually opened our business on PVD Fest 2 years ago. And it just was overwhelming for us because we opened up on PVD Fest and we had no idea what it was going to be. So a couple weeks later, we actually started doing Food Truck Friday at Roger Williams Carousel, and we pretty much have been there ever since. And the season actually starts this Friday at Carousel Village at Roger Williams Park every Friday, probably through October. And it's just a great community event. It's family, kids friendly. There's a beer and wine tent. There's live music. Children can ride the carousel. There's swan boats. So it's really a great time to go out with your family and experience 18 of us food truckers.
And that's the thing. There's so many different food trucks in Rhode Island. I think there's like over more than 75 independent food truck vendors in Rhode Island. What's it like for you to be part of that community?
It's amazing. I mean, we have such a good rapport, excuse me, with our fellow food truck operators, and you learn different things from one another. We all bring different things to the table. So what someone may do well with, you can take a little piece of that, and you can just kind of. It's such a great community. All working for the common goal of getting out there, being a mobile restaurant, if you will.
Yeah, and it really is a restaurant on wheels. And you kind of touch base that everybody brings something different, which is so neat, and there's so many just different unique options. And you touch base, we're kicking off the food truck season, which is super fun. PVD food truck events. They're having events all over the state, bringing something new, including Woonsocket in City Hall. Going to be in Central Falls this year, have a couple locations in Providence, also going to be at Mulligan's Island, and you mentioned Roger Williams, Parkview, and more. For you as a business, what's it like, and how crucial is it to be able to go to different places all over the state and be able to have exposure in just different locations?
Well, I mean, it's truly amazing. It's just, like I said, you get your brand out there in front of people, and it's just the excitement. Everyone gets excited when they see the food trucks, and there's something about it. You might have a bad day at work, but the minute that you see a food truck or a food truck event, you don't have that anymore. I think people forget that, and they're just there to have a good time and enjoy the food and the atmosphere and, the events that have been created for, us food trucks. So it's really exciting.
And is it nice to you to be able to go to events and have stuff planned for you rather than to figure out where to go and plan it yourself? Is it nice to be able to have that opportunity?
It really does. We do events outside of the state. We do festivals and whatnot, but having our core events that we do weekly, because people look forward to that on a weekly basis, so they know that us and our fellow food truck friends will be there, so they know, on a Thursday or a Friday night, dinner's ready. They can go with their family or their friends and have a hell of a good time. So
yeah, I would think also, you have your own business plan, your business model, but also just to have those core events lined up, and it's one less thing that you have to worry about. Where am I going to go? Where am I going to park?
Exactly.
That kind of thing.
And it's just the Food Truck Friday at Carousel Village at Roger Williams is just become this hugely crazy event. So if you haven't been to that event, you have to get out there. 5 o'clock on Friday nights. It's unbelievable.
What have you seen, just being involved in that, what have you seen things changed or maybe grow in the food truck business here in Rhode Island?
Well, not only the excitement of the trucks, but for us at Friskie Fries, it's given us an opportunity to, like I said, open up a brick and mortar and have a place, if people can't get to our trucks, they can get to us every single day, and given us the opportunity, obviously, to bring our brand downtown Providence, where we started. So we are so excited to actually be downtown, and I can't even tell you, we're looking at the days because we need to be open for PVD Fest. So myself and Randy and the rest of the staff are we're going out of our minds to make sure that it happens. So it's a good thing, you know what I mean? So
yeah, do you have kind of a time window so I know when I can walk over there and
get
some of these?
We're hoping to be open for June 3rd, PVD Fest.
Cool.
So that's our goal. Maybe a couple days beforehand if we can make it happen, but yeah, that's our goal.
That's the goal. And we talked a little bit about just some of the events that you've done and that you will be doing. Do you have kind of like a favorite thing you do? You talked about going to Roger Williams, but you also mentioned, go out of states. I mean, food trucks have been seen everywhere. You see them at weddings. Do you have kind of one memorable activity that you've done or you've rolled up at?
I mean, we do all kinds of events. We do 40th birthdays, we do graduations, we do festivals. I mean, they're all unique to us. It's just a different venue, like we do Zoo Moon in Attleboro, which is fun. There's a bunch of us food truck from Rhode Island that go in there, and we're actually in the zoo next to the animals, which is really, really fun. So, we may be next to the lions, and, Championship Melt might be next to giraffes, or other vendors maybe. So it's a really fun, friendly event, but, it's just, you're at a different location, so it's always different, It's just a fun thing to do. I never get up and say, oh, I've got to go to work today, and I dread it. I just love what I do, and everyone, within our company loves it too. So it's really a cool thing.
Awesome. Tom, it's been such a pleasure chatting with you today. If you're interested, again, the Food Truck PVD Food Truck events, they're kicking off their season I can't even name all the places that they're going and the schedule because there is so much. So we'll put a link online. You can find them. But something happening weekly, monthly, reoccurring events, and you can check out all the vendors on their website. I'll put a link up to that. So make sure you check that out. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations on your second store coming up. So we'll look for that.
Yes.
So we'll grab a picture of these fries and then let you get busy, get back to work
Awesome.
so you can open
All right.
up
Thanks
that
again.
store. So hang tight with us as we get this cleaned up and then welcome on our next guest.